Hey everyone, it is Ashton Breitbach, and yes, I'm in the car, but both my hands are right here on the wheel, and my focus is on driving. But okay, this is not how I wanted to do this video, but I really wanted to talk about it, because, okay, listen here. I just got certified as a John C. Maxwell speaker and trainer and coach. So there's a lot of great things that I can do with that, and I can speak on his principles that he speaks on certain books, and I can go to businesses and schools or whatever it may be that's on my heart. Now, of course, to go and speak in general, I don't really need anything for that, but it's great that I have a tool and a resource and someone who I look up to so much with his material. He's very much in his faith, and he's the #1 leadership guru for the last 5 years. This is the 5th year in a row, so it's huge. I'm beyond pumped. Like, I know God has placed it on my heart to speak, and I just can't wait to go and do it. So they're like, "What's your niche? What are you going to talk about?" And I'm like, I got to narrow this down, because I have so many things that are running through my mind that I would love to help. Like, I can't even begin to tell you, I want to talk about mindset and attitude for sure. That's like #1 on my list to go and talk about. But I could hit mindset and attitude on pretty much anything. Like, even being able to speak to veterans, because I know that one of the guys spoke about how many suicides there are from the PSTD. Is that right? I think I said that right. Please don't shoot me if I said it wrong. But the traumatic stress that happens with those that go through all that stuff. But I heard that it's 22 in a day, and that's insane. So, but okay, I'm getting off subject, because there's so much that I want to speak on and talk about and share just the love that I have for how much we can make changes and how it truly begins with our mind. But anyways, so this is one thing that I'm trying to do right now with my community. Is this has nothing to do with that mindset that I want to talk about, but right now I'm trying to contact our school systems, because they're in our county, they're trying to cut funding for schools. And I'm like beyond flustered with that, because it's the one place that honestly we should have more funding. And it's the one place, hey, I parked, so don't mind me if my hands start going. But it's the one place that we should have more funding at. It's the one place that, it's education. So what I want to talk about is what I'm trying to do here in our county, and hopefully this is something that you guys can even do if this gets set on your heart. So I believe that we should have a life skills class from the time that kids are in kindergarten, preschool, till graduation. And of course, each and every single year is going to be different based on their level and everything. But what I mean by all this stuff is that there's this life skills class where, like, for instance, in kindergarten, they can be read books about believing in themselves, about, like, I know John C. Maxwell has a kid's book that's called Sometimes You Win, Sometimes You Learn. Also learning about bullying and different things like that, how to share. Because these are ultimately things that we are supposed to learn in the home. This is ultimately things that the parents are supposed to teach. And not saying that it's not being taught at home, but for one, to get an extra help on that is awesome and amazing. And could you believe how much our society would change? But then there is also homes that, and it's sad to say this, but there's where kids don't feel really they don't feel wanted. They don't feel loved. They, their parents abuse them. There's all these things that go behind it. And again, like I said, it's a sad thing to say, but in all reality, not everybody's being taught these things. what if we start teaching it here every single year, and they learn it and they learn it and they learn it, and they bring that home, you know? So, and like as they grow older, same thing with like once they know how to count and everything, the value of money and the value of saving and things that are a necessity versus things that are luxury. Like honestly, we don't need TV. Not saying everybody has a TV, but I will not allow TV in my kids' rooms. Like they don't need a TV in there. Like we have a TV in the living room. There's a TV in our bedroom. Talk to my husband about that. I don't watch TV. Like I rarely watch TV. If it's anything, it's a movie with the family, and that's that. Or if it's something regarding, my faith and everything, yeah, I might watch it. But okay, so learning the value of money, like when I talk to my kids, if they want like a t-shirt or they want this or they want that, and I'm like, well, how long are you going to have to work really, really, really hard for? So like, for instance, kids might know how to do dishes, right? Whether it's even putting them in the dishwasher. They don't even really know the old way anymore. But how long would you have to wash dishes for by hand? Really, really hard work to get that. So if it was like $10, for instance, if it's minimum wage in your area is $8 an hour, they're going to have to work so hard for more than an hour for that. And kids just think, they don't understand the concept of the value of it and everything, and how much things really do cost. And it's like, I have to work this hard for this, or, So anyways, again, I'm getting off subject because there's so much that can be taught. But with the debt that we have in the United States and the amount of suicides and bullying and school shootings and everything, don't you feel that this stuff could be, could decrease if we had something in our school systems that started in preschool and they're learning it every single year? So how do we need this to come about? I don't know, but all I do know is I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to figure out how we can accomplish this. I'm going to figure out what we need to do to achieve this. I also feel that kids should go all year long for school and have longer breaks. Like even in the summer, if they want a 2-week break here and a 2-week break there, and then their Christmas is longer or whatever it may be, I feel like they should have longer breaks and not 2.5 months off or 3 months off, because I feel like whatever they learned, if you're not sticking, it takes 21 days to, grow a habit, but it also, to lose that habit can happen too. If they're not consistently doing the things that, the reading or the learning or the math or whatever it is, they're going to lose that. They're not going to remember it. So anyways, this is a long enough video. I try to keep it underneath 5 minutes, but that's what my heart and goal is set on right now for here. And then reaching out to businesses and schools and talking to those about leadership and about mindset and about attitude, and just not stopping. I want to travel and speak and reach people's heart, and I'm just beyond, I just want it now. Patience. So, all right, you guys have an amazing, fantastic week and a wonderful Easter if I don't talk to you guys to then, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.